Hi guys, it's me. I'm doing my fifth day of my 15-day challenge, which is to read a passage from one of my favorite books. I have a lot of favorite books. Just to name a few, I love the Harry Potter series. I love the George R. R. Martin's The Song of Fire and Ice and Fire, Fight Club, The Hunger Games, the Pelennor Saga, the Castings trilogy, Lolita. Let's see, what else do I love? The Mortal Instruments saga. Like I said, I don't have all of them here, so I can't really do it off the top of my head. But my favorite book by and far, as a standalone novel, is American Gods, which is right here. As you can see, I've sort of loved this book to death. I probably will have to eventually buy another copy. Um, and it's by Neil Gaiman, and I've read most of his work with the exception of the Sandman series, but the graphic novels are $25 each. And if you want to get a compendium, they're $50. And I just don't have that money right now. I would love to buy them all eventually, and I really hope that I can start on my collection soon, either once I have a job or for Christmas or for my birthday. You know, whatever. I just would really like to read them at some point. But when I picked up American Gods, what I loved about it was the cover. The back left something to be desired, in my opinion. It definitely gives the smallest, thinnest veil about what this book is about because it's it's everywhere and it's everything. And the back is just kind of like, it's very unassuming. So, but when I picked this up, I had only ever read Stardust because I really liked the movie and I wanted to see what the book was all about. And so I picked this up on a whim, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made with money. Um, so I'm going to read you a passage. Let me find it. My dog is crying. She wants out because there's food cooking. But it's okay because I have a couple minutes before the food is done. I'm really trying to find this. Hold on. I think I found it. Maybe not. No. But that's another good passage. Um, this book is annotated and highlighted and generally destroyed on the inside, so it's there we go. Just a quick disclaimer, I don't agree with everything that this character is saying in this quote, but it's one of my favorites. I think it's very well written. Um, as, as is the whole book. So, I mean, I could have chosen probably one quote from each page and still not have been satisfied. But anyway, this quote starts on 394 and it ends on 395. Here we go. I can believe things that are true, and I can believe things that aren't true, and I can believe things where nobody knows if they're true or not. I can believe in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and Marilyn Monroe and the Beatles and Elvis and Mr. Ed. Listen, I believe that people are perfectible, that knowledge is infinite, that the world is run by secret banking cartels and is visited by aliens on a regular basis. Nice ones that look like wrinkled lemurs, and bad ones who mutilate cattle and want our water and our women. I believe that the future sucks, and I believe that the future rocks, and I believe that one day White Buffalo Woman is going to come back and kick everyone's ass. I believe that all men are just overgrown boys with deep problems communicating, and that the decline in good sex in America is coincident with the decline in drive-in movie theaters from state to state. I believe that all politicians are unprincipled crooks, and I still believe that they are better than the alternative. I believe that California is going to sink into the sea when the big one comes, while Florida is going to dissolve into madness and alligators and toxic waste. I believe that antibacterial soap is destroying our resistance to dirt and disease, so that one day we'll be wiped out by the common cold like the Martians in War of the Worlds. I believe that the greatest poets of the last century were Edith Sitwell and Don Marquis, that jade is dry dragon sperm, and that thousands of years ago in a former life I was a one-armed Siberian shaman. I believe that mankind's destiny lies in the stars. I believe that candy really did taste better when I was a kid, and that it's aerodynamically impossible for a bumblebee to fly, that light is a wave and a particle, that there's a cat in a box somewhere who's alive and dead at the same time, although if they don't ever open the box to feed it, it'll eventually be just two different kinds of dead, and that there are stars in the universe billions of years older than the universe itself. I believe in a personal God who cares about me and worries and oversees everything I do. I believe in an impersonal God who set the universe in motion and went to hang out with her girlfriends and doesn't even know that I'm alive. I believe in an empty and godless universe of casual chaos, background noise, and sheer blind luck. I believe that anyone who says that sex is overrated just hasn't done it right, or hasn't done it properly. I believe that anyone who claims to know what's going on will lie about the little things too. I believe in absolute honesty and sensible social lies. I believe in a woman's right to choose, a baby's right to life, and that while all human life is sacred, there's nothing wrong with the death penalty if you can trust the legal system implicitly, and that no one but a moron would ever trust the legal system. I believe that life is a game, that life is a cruel joke, and that life is what happens when you're alive, and that you might as well lie back and enjoy it. So it doesn't actually deal, or I mean, it does in a roundabout way deal with the crux of the story. Um, the character who's saying that isn't actually a main character, but she's a plot device to help along the main character named Shadow. And I really enjoy her. She's a lot of fun. She was definitely comic relief, and that spunky, um, girl that a lot of us imagine ourselves to be or are. We make strives to be her. I really enjoy her character. But like I said, one of my favorite books. It's just beautifully written. If you haven't read it or if you haven't read anything by Neil Gaiman, I wholeheartedly suggest that you get out there and you buy anything of his. I have his short story books. You can buy his children books. Anything. American Gods, I think at this point in time, runs for about $8 at an American Barnes and Noble. And so do most of his paperbacks. They're very long, very in depth, and they're very cheap. um, so, I mean, you could start your own mini collection tomorrow if you wanted to, if you needed something new to read. But anyway, I'm done with today's question. Tomorrow's question is day 6, a video of you telling us where you want to travel. So that'll be fun. I have Wanderlust in my veins, so that'll probably be one of the better videos that I do. I don't really know. I keep saying that and it doesn't happen. I'm sorry. But anyway, I have to go finish dinner. So I will end this here. I hope you guys have a good night or a good day wherever you are. Bye.